Let's talk about daylight saving time. It's the 2 times a year where you usually wake up either an hour early or are an hour late to work. The whole world is kind of lost, and basically twice a year it's an opportunity for us to complain. Am I right? Well, before we get started, I need you to subscribe to this channel, tap that notification bell, and follow us on all of our social media. The links, by the way, are in the description below.
Hey, it's producer Eva Oseen. So daylight saving time, not savings time, it's not plural, is the practice of moving the clocks forward in the spring and backwards in the fall. The basic idea behind the clock shift is to maximize sunlight in the northern hemisphere, as days start to get longer in the spring and then shorter in the fall. The logic is that by changing forward and back, people add an hour of sunlight to the end of the workday.
Now, most, but not all of North America moves their clocks ahead by 1 hour on the second Sunday in March and back by 1 hour on the first Sunday in November. Here in Canada, provinces and territories decide whether to enact daylight saving time. Now, as you may know, millions of people globally want to abandon the time change we endure twice each year.
For decades, shifting the clock during these months with the most sunlight was promoted as a way to save energy. But now energy is needed for many other outlets, like air conditioners, TV sets, and heating. So it honestly doesn't make much of a significant difference. With more time outside, we also end up increasing gasoline consumption. So maybe the lights are off at home, but people are in their cars going to Walmart.
Now, at some point in school or growing up, many of us learned that daylight saving time was originally intended to give farmers an extra hour of light to work in the fields, right? Remember that? Well, guess what? That ain't true. Farmers actually hate the practice because it cuts an hour of daylight in the morning. They emphasize that the sun, not the clocks, dictates their schedules, so daylight is very disruptive. Farmers now have to wait an extra hour to work on the fields, and cows weren't ready to be milked an hour earlier to meet their shipping schedules.
So if it doesn't create much of a difference with energy and doesn't help farmers, then what's the point? Well, retailers love daylight saving. In America, the biggest lobby on behalf of daylight savings is the Chamber of Commerce. They advocate for it because if you give workers daylight when they leave their jobs, they are much more likely to stop and shop on their way home. In the US, in 1986, in a Congress hearing on the matter, the golf industry announced that this one additional month of daylight saving was worth $200 million in additional sales of golf clubs and greens fees. The barbecue industry said it was worth $100 million in additional sales of grills and charcoal. So while it may not significantly save energy, it's profitable for retailers.
Here in Canada, many provinces and territories are pledging or already have decided to get rid of daylight saving, including Yukon, as well as some locations in Quebec and Northern Ontario, and Saskatchewan has already done it. In 2019, the province of British Columbia passed legislation outlining its plans to switch from daylight saving time to a Pacific Standard Time, but there's no word yet on when that will happen. What's happening right now, though, is that many provinces are considering not observing daylight saving time, but are waiting for other states, provinces, and territories in their time zone to make the decision first. So listen to this. In the end, daylight saving already happened this year in most places. So you're either getting an extra hour of sleep or you're not. And whether the time changes or if it doesn't, let's be honest, we're gonna find something to complain about, are we not? But here's the question. Do you think it's time for us to stop observing daylight saving time? Let us know in the comment section. Hey BG Squad, thanks so much for checking out our channel, and listen to this, we have more great content for you, like this video right here and this video right here. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to this channel right now and tap that notification bell.